I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways. That won't work. I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. There is no such thing as failure. There are only results. Ambition is the last refuge of the failure. Winning is great, sure, but if you are really going to do something in life, the secret is learning how to lose. Nobody goes undefeated all the time. If you can pick up after a crushing defeat and go on to win again, you are going to be a champion someday. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Success breeds complacency. Complacency breeds failure. Only the paranoid survive. A man can fail many times, but he isn't a failure until he begins to blame somebody else. Failure should be our teacher, not our undertaker. Failure is delay, not defeat. It is a temporary detour, not a dead end. Failure is something we can avoid only by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. Success is not built on success. It's built on failure. It's built on frustration. Sometimes it's built on catastrophe. Do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. The season of failure is the best time for sowing the seeds of success. For every failure, there's an alternative course of action. You just have to find it. When you come to a roadblock, take a detour. Failure happens all the time. It happens every day in practice. What makes you better is how you react to it. My fault, my failure, is not in the passions I have, but in my lack of control of them. Never walk away from failure. On the contrary, study it carefully and imaginatively for its hidden assets. Failure is not a single, cataclysmic event. You don't fail overnight. Instead, failure is a few errors in judgment, repeated every day. There are some defeats more triumphant than victories. It is not because the truth is too difficult to see that we make mistakes. We make mistakes because the easiest and most comfortable course for us is to seek insight where it accords with our emotions, especially selfish ones. Failure after long perseverance is much grander than never to have a striving good enough to be called a failure. A person who doubts himself is like a man who would enlist in the ranks of his enemies and bear arms against himself. He makes his failure certain by himself, being the first person to be convinced of it. Through perseverance, many people win success out of what seemed destined to be certain failure. Our best successes often come after our greatest disappointments. Defeat may serve as well as victory to shake the soul and let the glory out. We may be personally defeated, but our principles never